guys, welcome back, or welcome in. So we are almost at the end of the series, Person on Your Mind. Sorry guys, I always feel like I'm ready, and then I start, and then I wasn't ready. Like, hold on. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, where is even this here? But yeah, so here we go. Capricorns, my BFFs, Capricorns. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see, the person on your mind. Okay. Sorry if you hear my daughter's crybaby cat. He's exactly that, a crybaby. Okay, Capricorn. The person on your mind. The High Priestess, Cancer, Moon in Cancer, so obviously your person is very psychic, is very intuitive, is very in tune with themselves. I feel with this person, Capricorns, the person on your mind is very intuitive and they're very empathic, but because there's a bunch of pomegranates around her, and if you know this story of Persephone, she was coming up from hell and she ate the pomegranate and became, you know, the queen of hell, the queen of Hades. No, not the queen of Hades, the queen of hell, the underworld. So I feel like whoever your person is very good at dealing with dark energy, as well as light, obviously, because she's wearing a lot of white. But with the moon here and Cancer and the moon, Cancer and the moon, Moon in Cancer, this person does well in both, but they actually, it's giving Scorpio, but obviously it's giving Scorpio, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Let's see, or they could have Scorpio strong in their chart. Alright, Capricorns. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles. The Messenger. Oh, sorry. Which the Messenger, I think, is the... Is it the Hierophant, I believe? Because I know it's the Empress, the Emperor. I believe it's the Hierophant. And then, let's get one more. Okay, let's get one more. Whoa, that's too many. I'm just gonna get. And what's funny is I saw this one at the end of. Okay, we'll take two, I guess. I saw the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like your person, Capricorn, right now is seeing clearly. They're seeing clearly. They have this. What are these knives called? The Army Swiss knives. If you guys see my nails, they look dirty. They're not dirty. They're dyed purple, and I can't seem to get it off. Little by little, it comes off, but yeah, no, they're dyed purple. So, this person seems to be like a Swiss Army knife right now. With the Ace of Swords, not only are they seeing clarity and the truth about the situations, about all situations in their life, right? I feel like this person is very self-aware. This person is basically has a tool for everything that's needed to be done. If they need to cut somebody off, they have a small little knife for that, right? If something's loose but just needs some work, right, we use the screwdriver and we tighten that. And we tighten it up, we have a conversation, we make sure we understand each other, and we have respect for each other, and that's, we have a healthy relationship, right? If something needs to be sanded down, right, let's say you have to bring up something that you feel like they don't feel comfortable with, that's what they're doing, right? They have a tool for every single thing that for every situation in their life, because they now see full clarity and they're not allowing things in their life to be any kind of fake. They even have a corkscrew here, so if something needs to be uncorked, if something needs to come out, they're going to come out and uncork that. And stop, it's my cat scratching the shit out of my chair. And unplug that so that, you know, things can be out in the open, because we're not holding things in anymore, right? I feel like your person is very emotionally, not even just aware. Stop, Percy. Not even just aware, but very emotionally intelligent. With the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, this person is in full control of their emotions. They have a lot of emotions, but they can control it very well. They're very different. They're very Percy. Oh my gosh, he's on the back of the chair. They're very different. They're very unique, and not in a way that where they let's say they stand out like they're meaning to. This is just who they are. They have a very strong relationship with animals. See here, they have a very strong relationship with animals. I got this in a different reading, and it's kind of giving the same. I think I got this with Cancer, which makes sense because Cancer and Capricorns are they mesh very well. They actually are like, for friends, soulmates, they're like, they're high up there. They'd be like number one or two. But this person is very uniquely themselves. They give no apologies. They have riches galore, but it's not what they're most like. I don't know if you can see that box of riches back there, but this person is more in tune with the animals. Like, look, the octopus is bringing is their coffee. They have birds that they're speaking to. They're very connected to nature, but they're very connected to their inner child as well. With the bear being here, they have a little teddy bear that they're holding on to. They dress very different, and they don't wake up and say, I'm gonna dress differently. They just dress however the hell they want. It's really giving, like, you know, when you have a toddler, if you've ever had a kid, and they say, I want to dress myself, and you're like, all right, go and dress yourself then. And then they come out wearing 2 different socks, 2 different shoes, you know, a skirt with a dress on top, and then a scarf and a tiara. And I legit would be like, cool, let's go. I would let my daughter, let's just go, because I want her to feel like what she chose, what felt right for her at that moment. was correct. And I would. And people would be like, what is she wearing? Whatever the fuck she wants to wear. Like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's wearing whatever you want to wear. I'll give you guys a better example. I want to dress very Victorian, very... I have a mixture of likes of the way I like clothes. I like steampunk. I like the Victorian era and this and this and that and that. And somebody said to me, oh my gosh, I wish I was in those times so I could dress like that. And I was like, what? You can dress like that now. You can dress however the hell you want. People are going to be looking at you, so what? They look at us now. They look at us now, and whatever it is that we're wearing, and they try to judge based on what we're wearing, right? So who the fuck cares? Dress however you want to dress right at this moment. Wear whatever, do what you want with your hair, with whatever, right? It's about your expression, about what you want to do. It's your life. It's your decision. It's what makes you happy. Who cares if everybody's going to talk about you? I've had people talk about me just for wearing sweats and a sweatshirt. Like, they're going to talk about you no matter what. Okay? So, do what you want. That's the truth. With the Five of Pentacles here, I do feel like they are going through some turmoil. With Mercury and Taurus. Ow, dude. Your paws are like metal. Okay, cool. Just sit on my cards. With the Five of Pentacles, I do feel like they're going through some turmoil right now. The Five of Pentacles normally means, like, you know, being left out in the cold or whatever. Like, if we want to see the basics of that, I don't feel necessarily like that's what your person is going through. I feel like your person is more not sure where their road is leading next. And they're sitting, it's giving like somebody sitting out the window. Somebody sitting out the window staring and trying to trust where the divine is taking them, right? I feel like this person doesn't know where they're going or where things are taking them next. I feel like they're in a position of pause. Like, the last movie has ended, but the next one hasn't started exactly, or it's in like the beginning stages, so they don't really know what's happening next. Because I feel like they're going into a series next of where they've never been before. And so they're kind of sitting here a little bit melancholy-ish, to be honest. They're sitting here wondering and thinking about the past, thinking about what's in the future, kind of trying to stay grounded and allow themselves to just wonder. And also I feel like they're also like manifesting. They're seeing things that they would like to see in the future, right? They're trying to add the things that they would like to happen in this next chapter. But yeah, if you can see, there's this little girl just staring out the window, just kind of I just heard wishing on a star. Wishing on a star. Again, trying to manifest exactly what they want for this their upcoming next chapter, but also what they need to do, what they could do better, what they need to do on their part to have this new chapter in their lives, right? With the Messenger, with Taurus here in Venus, I feel like they are expressing themselves. They are wanting to express themselves. They're wanting to be a part of their revolution, if that makes any sense. Because you even have revolution here, right? I feel like they want to speak out about the things that they've gone through, speak out about the things that they It's very powerful. It's almost giving like they want to speak out on the things that they've learned and the things that they've had to learn the hard way. Almost like give people the information that they need, but also just express themselves because they have this need to express themselves. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They feel like they have a lot to give, but nobody is really listening. And nobody really has. I feel like this person has thought about with the Fool here, they're wanting the new beginning, like I said. They want a new beginning. But if you can read that sign up there, it says nowhere. Yeah, they want a new beginning. They just don't know in which way to go. They don't know which way to start. They don't know what exactly where to go. It really is giving Lost Boy. It's giving, you know, I know I want a new beginning. I know I want to start somewhere new, but I'm not exactly sure where that is. And I'm not exactly sure where it's going to take me. But with here, the Revolution, I feel like they're going to have a tower moment. And it's going to start a revolution for them. And it's going to show them exactly where they need to go. Or exactly where they want to go. It's almost giving like they need to start their own revolution. Or the universe is going to come in and help them and start a revolution, if that makes sense. I feel like this person right now is actually really struggling with the things that they're seeing, what's going on in the world right now. I feel like they're having a hard time and they're wanting to do their part. They just don't know how to do it. They don't know where to start. And this is why Divine is stepping in and saying, hey, let us lead you, let us guide you towards the way. But I feel like this person wants to defend the meek. They want to defend people that need help, that don't have a voice for themselves. This person wants to be a voice for other people. But I feel like their inner child is scared because this is not something that they've ever done before. And they're scared out of their mind. Honestly, this is something that they're very scared of. And they feel like they're ready. This person might have a dog. They feel like they're ready. They feel like they're ready and they want to. They just have that fear and they don't know how to start. Right? But this person is very intuitive. This person just needs to allow themselves to quiet the mind. And I feel like that's what they're doing. They're starting to quiet the mind and they're starting to listen. And they're starting to allow themselves to be guided. Because I feel like in the past, they were given instructions. They were given the knowledge. They were given the path. They weren't listening on purpose. I'm getting somebody that's covering their ears on purpose to not hear the messages, right? Okay, we're going to go to this Oracle deck. This one's very, a lot sweeter. Very like 5D messages. So I'll ground it down with another deck that I have over there. So let's clarify the High Priestess that my cat is sitting on and warming up for us. He's over here looking like Gary from SpongeBob. Are you Gary? Are you Gary? Hey, little boy. Please forgive me. The High Priestess. Please forgive me. I want to get one more. Please accept me as I am in this moment. Yeah, because this person doesn't know who they are. So this person wants you to accept them I feel like you know them better than they know themselves with the High Priestess. I feel like you can see deeper to who they truly are. The problem is that, remember, we are no longer allowing potential. So if you can allow somebody to be who they are and you can still love them unconditionally, knowing that they might never change, then that's something you can accept, right? But if there's things that you can't allow and there's behaviors that are unacceptable, then no. Because you can't, this is where people get stuck and we have problems that we, and I say we because it's the royal we, you know, all of us, and we fall in love with potential and then we get heartbroken because the potential was never even close to reached. You need to fall in love with the person the way they are, and if they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. And if you choose not to be with that person, there's nothing wrong with that. You deserve to be with somebody that will give you what you hope and want, and you feel like you deserve, what you probably do at that time. If they want to grow, great. If they don't, then I'll move on. Clarifying the Queen of Cups, I have trouble sharing myself, which is interesting because this person has the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is very, it's giving, see, this person is very confused. This person is very confused because these cards are contradicting themselves. Like with the High Priestess saying, please forgive me, and all of it's giving contradictory. This person does not know. They're very, very confused. They're very confused. And with the Queen of Cups is very loving and very giving. And they're open with themselves. They're open with their emotions. They don't have a problem sharing themselves. So I feel like maybe this person is actually dressing up and is dressing up as a facade. They're actually the Queen of Cups. And remember, gender is not, it can be masculine or feminine. We have both. I think they're dressed up because they're dressing up as something they're not. They want to be the Queen of Cups, but they're not coming up as the Queen of Cups. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like they feel like they're left out. They're left out, but they're very confused. They don't know which way to go. They're very confused. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Ow. The intensity of this connection allures and frightens me. Yeah. I feel like they put themselves out in timeout over there. And they're staring at the window, not knowing what to do. We see the soul of each other, messenger. Clarifying the Fool, you're my lighthouse guiding me to shore. Yet he still can't find the way. He's sitting here at a bus stop that says on the road to nowhere. They have no idea where they're going. Revolution, I'm awakening to what this love really means. Yeah, they're going to have a tower moment where they're going to, I'm learning to trust again. Yeah, they're going to have a tower moment. One is going to be given by the divine, but I feel like it's going to kick them in the ass, and it's going to put them into gear to do exactly what they need to do to make the changes that they need to make. I feel like they have thought themselves into a frenzy, and they're confusing themselves. Let's see. I wish I had treated you better. Yeah. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. So you probably know this person. If this is somebody that you had a toxic relationship with, then this is a hard pass. I put in that we are not allowing any toxic people coming back. Awakening. Somebody is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Yeah. This person is awakening. They were still healing through something that was heartbreaking, and it almost like they gave up and they were like, you know what, screw this. I'm done. This is not, it's not. And then you come in, and then, you know, they see that you can actually shatter them. And so they're scared. They're scared, and they're confused on what to do. Look, it says we need to let each other go. This person has they're so confused. They are so confused. It's given flip-flop. Alright. I am not available. Yeah, this person is very confused. I'm getting this both ways. They could either be dealing with other people, but I honestly feel like this is they're not available because they're still scared and they're shut down right now. They're not emotionally available. All right, let's get some oracles for Capricorn. Do you hear that, Cersei? Let's get you guys some oracle cards. Your person is very confused. There is a tower moment coming in that's gonna kick them in the butt, but yeah, just be wary of who you're dealing with and make sure if anybody comes back. Boundaries. What did I? Oh my God! I was literally. It was about to come out of my mouth. You got Ishtar. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Yeah. Okay, get your butt out of the camera. This isn't an OnlyFans. One more. Okay. Sir Sheds a lot. Can you give me space here? Okay, yeah. Go to the window. You go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Yeah. So if this is somebody that you know you're not interested, you know is not ready, make sure you're saying no and you are respecting yourself and you have high boundaries. Because, yeah. Okay? Alright, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I hope this helps and I will see you guys soon.